All right, time for our Mix 106 movie critic, Willie Waffle, to give you the reviews of the newest movies out for the week. And we have 3 movies for you this week. We have a scary movie with the Gallows. We also have Ben Kingsley and Ryan Reynolds in Selfless. And the one that everybody's probably waiting for, the prequel to Despicable Me.
The Minions are so cute, so goofy, full of such exuberance. You'd have to be a complete moron to destroy this movie.
Oh, man, you're setting me up, aren't you?
Oh, no.
Okay, just making sure, because that sounded like a setup. You would be a moron, but I'm not a moron because I love America. So even though the movie's not very good, I'm going to say I like it anyway.
I know. Hey, I'm just teasing people because, I'm like Ryan Seacrest, I'm going to tell you who won after the break.
All right, so the previews of this thing, I sit there and giggle when I watch it. And my wife, for instance, hasn't been so excited to see a movie since I don't know when.
Well, and you probably want to get those tickets ahead of time. Don't go walking up at Showtime trying to buy tickets because this baby's getting sold out and getting sold out fast.
Uh-huh.
So think about a plan and think about going online and getting them early because it's a very funny movie. It's hilarious. We're getting a prequel to the Despicable Me movies. So we're finding out, where did the Minions come from? Why do they want to serve an evil master? How did they settle on overalls as a fashion statement? And yes, we're taken back to 1968, and we see that the Minions have been living in a frozen cave, but they're depressed because they need a master to serve. They need to be part of a dastardly plot to destroy the world. So Kevin heads off to find a new master, and that's when he finds Scarlet Overkill, played by Sandra Bullock.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yes, she is the world's greatest supervillain.
So it is funny, something that kids and adults are going to both like just as much.
I think it is a slapstick triumph. The thing that always blows my mind about the Minions is we don't understand what they're saying. They're speaking complete gibberish, but the animation is so great. The emotion is so great. Just the action back and forth is so great. You always know what they're thinking. You always know what they're saying. You get the jokes that they're telling, and you have a lot of just goofy antics going on that make you laugh.
So what do you give it?
I'm going to say 3 waffles.
All right. And for those people who don't want to see a great slapstick comedy that everybody else is seeing, they want to see a scary movie, how about The Gallows?
Yeah, and here we go again. We got another found footage movie, just like Paranormal Activity or the Blair Witch Project, and it's a stupid scenario. Can I just say it's a stupid scenario to start with?
Why don't you just say that it's a stupid scenario, and we can move on to what you think of the movie?
It's a stupid scenario. You've got a group, you have this high school where 20 years earlier they staged a play, and during the production, one of the students died on stage because of a mishap. So 20 years later, someone at the high school goes, hey, we should do that play again. You think somebody would say that's a bad idea?
No kidding. It's not like we haven't seen this plot, and I'm guessing they've probably seen scary movies with the same plot.
Right. And then you've got a group of high school students at the school who break in one night, and they have their own reasons for trying to mess with the production, but that's when they learn something else roams these halls.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, and I think you have some directors here who know how to put on a scary scene but don't know how to put on a movie. So we're kind of just wandering along, and we see some brilliance, some really great scary moments, and you wish that they had done that with the rest of the movie, because the rest of the movie just kind of plods along, and they're just kind of trying to get to the scary scene rather than tell any kind of story.
What do you give it?
1.5 waffles.
All right, and then our final movie. I have never seen a movie, I don't think, that Ben Kingsley has been in that I did not like. Are we going to keep up with that string, or is Selfless, his first movie that I'm going to go, eh?
Well, it also has the taint of Ryan Reynolds.
Don't say taint and Ryan Reynolds in the same sentence.
He's tainted. He carries the mark of something bad. It's just when Ryan Reynolds shows up, other people on the set should go, oh, no. Because it's just not happening with Ryan Reynolds anymore. And you've got Ben Kingsley in a small role, by the way.
Oh.
Playing a billionaire who's dying, and a secretive laboratory approaches him and says, we have a way for you to live forever. We've created a perfect body that has no brain, played by Ryan Reynolds. And we're going to take your consciousness and your memories and everything that makes you you and put it into Ryan Reynolds' body so you can live forever. And they do this. And now it becomes a Ryan Reynolds movie. And that's where it falls apart. Because, A, he's not all that great, and he can't express all the emotions that should be going on here with this guy. And B, it becomes kind of more of an action movie. There's an interesting intellectual thing going on here, but eventually it just kind of falls apart, and it's like, well, we should have somebody shoot at him because that would make it seem like it's dangerous. So I'm going to say 1.5 waffles.
Wow, only 1.5.
Yeah.
What do we have next week?
Next week we are talking about Amy Schumer's movie Trainwreck and Ant-Man.
Wow, that sounds way better than me going dun dun dun.
It's very exciting to do that. You know, it's a fun bit.
All right, we'll see you next week, Willie. Have yourself a great weekend.
All right, you too, man. Talk to you next week.